Hi everyone, it's Debbie back with the V-Blog. This is the first installation of the official Viva Divine blog on YouTube, and I wanted to talk to you today about spiritual awakening and really what it is. But before I actually get into it, I have to give you a little bit of background on my story and how I ended up in this place. You know, I think from childhood we're probably really aware about a lot of things. Where, you know, if you had a decent childhood, you were a happy kid, you played, you were excited about life, you had things to look forward to. And then you grow up, you go to school, you get a job, you get married, life goes on, people die, babies are born, etc. It's life. That was my life. A pretty basic life. There were some interesting parts to it, which down the road I'm definitely going to share with you, because it definitely leads into how I ended up here. But the big thing that I remember is I was really unhappy. There was a undercurrent of unhappiness in my life. I could function. I had my, little moments of depression and sadness and here and there. You know, there are things in my life that weren't perfect, but you carry on. And even through all that, there was this undercurrent of sadness. The catalyst in my life that woke me up was in 2010. I happened to be walking across the street going to a local mall, and I got hit by a car walking across the street. And it was in the recuperation stages that I actually sat down and I looked at my life and I said, this is not my life. I am not happy. At the time, I was married for close to 16 years. Very challenging marriage. I had a job that I loved for 15 years, but it just wasn't going anywhere. And my religious beliefs were kind of shot. And I just realized that that wasn't what I wanted for the rest of my life. I literally had a flash forward of laying on my hospital bed, my deathbed, and realizing there were things in my life I had not done or said or experienced. So I made a mental list of things that I wanted to change. And at the end of that list, I just said, whoever's up there, whoever's listening to me, I just want to be happy. And then exactly a year after I made that request, my life turned upside down. I started the process of leaving my job, leaving my marriage, and leaving my religious beliefs all at the same time. And it appeared as if it was happening all on its own. It just started this roller coaster ride, and I just held on for dear life. I didn't know what the changes meant. I just know they were happening, and I needed to hold on for as tight as I could. So I got a great new job. I felt relief leaving my religious backgrounds. I left my marriage. I had relief from that. And from that shifting of all those things that were not good in my life, I started to feel this ongoing sense of happiness. It just it erupted. It erupted in this strong desire to run down the street, skipping like a 5-year-old. It was heart expanding. It was just immense. It was something that I've never felt before. It was like waking up every day with no turmoil or depression or sadness in my life. It was really good. It was a really good feeling. And because it felt so good to me, I recall laying down one night and just being so grateful that my life had made this shift in a way I didn't really comprehend, but it happened. And I literally sat down, laid down in my bed, and I said, thank you. If there's anything that I can do in return for what you have given me, whoever you are, I am willing. I'm a willing participant in whatever you need me to do. And that is when it started. My life completely took another turn I started to meet people that were very aware, and they would say things to me that would stick in my head and make me think. I also started having some interesting metaphysical experiences, wild dreams, wild experiences, and I'll get into a little bit more of what those were, but it wasn't until someone actually spoke to me. I reached out to someone and I said, I don't know what is going on with my life. I feel really good. I'm really positive. I'm really happy. But there are these weird things happening to me and I just feel like I'm losing my mind. And that is when my great friend Margot told me, you're ascending. And I said, I'm whating? She explained to me that basically my spirit, the person who Debbie is coming out of this old shell and she's getting better. And what I needed to do was to embrace the experience and do whatever I needed to do to open up to it and to be more willing, more free, learn, read, reach out. And so that is what I started to do. And this whole process within 6 months literally accelerated and landed me right here where I'm talking to you. So that is my experience. The next time I talk to you guys, what I really want to do is kind of get into what a spiritual awakening is as far as how you feel metaphysically, pardon my faux pas, and how you feel in your head, how you feel in your heart, some of the physical manifestations of a spiritual awakening. They are there, they are real, and it will change your life. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great evening.